Hi, I'm Murray McClellan. When many people think of the Bible, they think of an old, archaic book from days gone by that really doesn't have much relevance for us today. When I became a Christian at age 24, I started to actually read the Bible, and much to my surprise, it was not what I thought it would be. I was expecting a book of rules of do's and don'ts aimed at constraining me and spoiling my fun. That's why when I started to read through it, I was expecting to find all these good Ned Flanders type characters. But what I saw was a brother who killed a brother, Noah getting drunk, Abraham, who's called the father of our faith. In fear of what people think of him, he throws his wife under the bus at the first sign of trouble, twice. And then there's Peter, who is a leading disciple of Jesus. He's got this foot-shaped mouth, speaking first and engaging his brain later. These guys were as screwed up as I was. This gave me hope. I had always expected the Bible to be this instruction book, telling me what I needed to do to be accepted and blessed by God, giving me all the rules, rites, rituals, and routines that I needed to do. But I discovered that the Bible's actually about God, in particular Jesus, revealing who he is and what he's done. He was not anything like I had imagined him to be. In fact, this book that I had ignored, just like I had ignored the God it reveals, was not just a collection of all these little random stories, Noah's Ark, David and Goliath, Jesus healing a leper, from which then I would get a moral lesson to apply to my life. No, when read correctly, this is actually one unfolding story, one grand narrative that's really good news for us. It doesn't take more than switching on the news to realize something has gone horribly wrong in the world. In spite of all the advances, all our technology, this is not the world we all want. Something is wrong in the world, and something's wrong with us. Have you ever wondered why? Is there any real hope? If you could imagine the world the way it should be, what would it be like? Well, there was a day when the world was probably very much like you described, and a day when it will be again. What if we could live in a world where there was no sickness or pain or death, no fear, no poverty, war or hatred, a world filled with unending joy? Is it possible that the world that we all want, what we all dream of, is exactly the world that God originally created and intended for us? And what if God actually has a plan and a way to set everything right again? That would be really good news. The Bible shows us that there is such a way. It's a story of redemption, and it's found in a person, Jesus, God coming to us. This is good news that not only demands our attention, but our allegiance. Because if we're willing to receive it, our lives are part of a bigger story. A story that makes sense of everything we see and encounter in the world today. An epic story, not of advice on how to obtain a better life, but incredibly good news. Let's start at the beginning of the good news story.